Elon Musk.
Elon Musk, ladies and
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk is undeniably one of the most influential people on the planet right now, with an insane net worth of $247 billion according to Forbes. However, he is also one of the most polarizing personalities, as people have different opinions on his inventions, motives, and contributions to the world of technology. Regardless of where you stand on such debates, Elon Musk has been the driving force behind many inventions throughout the last 15 to 20 years, and he is not looking to stop anytime soon. So, let's take a look at Elon Musk's latest inventions and how they will affect the world of technology as we know it. The Neuralink is easily the most controversial invention of Elon Musk, and it's also the most ambitious one. The idea behind the Neuralink is to create chips that can be installed inside a human brain so it can control objects in a room with just a thought and no physical input. It's a very futuristic concept that everyone can agree on being cool. After all, who doesn't want to have telepathy for fun, right? However, as cool of a concept that is, it comes with tons of problems. First of all, having chips inside your mind that can read your thoughts is a massive privacy violation. The company that makes the chip for you will be able to read your every thought, and since the chip will control everything around you, it also means that the company can take control too and interact with things on your behalf. Secondly, there is a health issue involved too, as this chip was first tested on monkeys and it led to many serious brain injuries such as paralysis, seizures, swelling, and even death. As of this year, the chip has been tested on a human for the very first time, and we don't know how well that went. Although Elon tweeted out that the person is recovering well, so this will either be one of the most important inventions of our time or a complete nightmare, and we can only know for sure in the next couple of years. The Robotaxi is the latest in line of Elon Musk's automotive inventions, and it's a self-driving car without any steering wheels or pedals. The purpose of this car to be truly self-driving, which is a concept that has been around in movies, books, TV shows for decades, but even though some form of automation has been present in modern-day vehicles, we have never truly had a car that was trusted by human beings and governments to drive around on its own. The Robotaxi intends to finally close the gap and make it possible to have a car that genuinely travels on its own. The auto-driving isn't the only part of this car that is very futuristic. Its doors open on its own upward like a butterfly wing, and the design generally feels very futuristic as it lacks the basic features that you'd see in a normal car. Elon says that the Robotaxi will drive 10 to 20 times safer, and he intends to launch this from the next year. Of course, that may not end up being true, since these cybercabs needs to be approved by the government first for use, since unregulated vehicles, especially automated ones, can lead to many accidents and similar problems. The Optimus Robot from Tesla was revealed just a few days ago, and it has already made headlines for numerous reasons. It's a robot that is meant to serve humans in their everyday lives, very similar to how we have been seeing such things in sci-fi movies such as iRobot. The robot can do many household tasks and converses very fluently like a human being would, with very little roboticness to be seen in the way it interacts with everything. Sure, its movement is a little bit slow since it's a machine and not a person, but out of every similar invention that we've seen in the past few decades, this one is the closest that has gotten to realizing the true concept of a properly functional humanoid servant robot. Naturally, reactions to this robot have been very divisive. Some people are excited to see how advanced these AI-powered robots seem to be, while others think that the company might be overpromising their worth, and it might be just a gimmick that never picks off in terms of public demand. However, one concern has also been raised in terms of the creepy humanoid servant factor, which feels in poor taste to many people due to America's past history. Additionally, there is also that part we have seen such robots turn rogue in sci-fi films, and the possibility of hackers getting into the bot is realistic even in the real world. Because after all, it's all technology. So concerns of privacy violation among other things are valid, and Elon Musk will have a lot to prove for this robot to truly become an average household product. Electric jets are something that Elon has been trying to make a reality for a long time. But sometimes the technology is just not there yet. And this is one of those cases. He wants battery-powered electric airplanes to become a reality, and as of this year, he thinks these jets might become a reality in the next 5 years. Responding to a fan, he said that the electric jets are definitely possible, but they're a bit limited in terms of range right now. So he needs stronger batteries to make sure that this becomes possible. He estimated that the lithium-ion batteries would need to achieve at least a 400 watt-hour per kilogram energy density in order for the electric jet to be viable. So whether Elon's estimate of 5 years is true or not, we will see later this decade. Starlink is Elon Musk's most famous work-in-progress invention that everyone can get behind. While most of his inventions are divisive, Starlink has a simple mission that would help everyone on the planet, which is to allow people to use the internet from any location on the planet. The idea behind this is to provide internet throughout the world using satellites, so that it's not hindering by anything like wires or other form of primitive connectivity. And of course, a huge goal of this invention is to provide internet services in the most remote areas of the world using a satellite, so that everyone gets to have internet access at all times, not just people in specific areas. If Starlink expands as much as Elon wants it to, even third world countries that generally have internet can still benefit from it, since their internet is very unstable. With Starlink, they will finally be on par with the rest of the world. The challenges that comes with Starlink, besides having this much coverage and bandwidth, is government regulation and possibility of a monopoly. After all, it's never a good idea for one company to control something all over the world, and governments also want to have some control in what goes on in their country's access to networking. So whether Starlink expands as much as they want it to remain to be seen, but it can definitely turn out to a great service that the entire world benefits from. X, formerly known as Twitter, is by no means an invention of Elon Musk, but that can be said about almost everything that he contributes to, since he generally buys into massive shares of companies and then rebrands them into his vision. So X is pretty much Elon Musk's world right now, especially since he has made so many changes to the company that it's barely recognizable anymore. First of all, the branding and name of the company is gone and replaced by X. Secondly, there has been a massive change in structure in terms of the blue check marks, monetization, premium features, the ability to call people on the app, send voice notes globally, and so on. Not everyone is a fan of his changes to the social media, but a large number of people consider this as a win too. Especially since Elon fired much of the left-leaning staff of the company and now tries to run the application in a more neutral light. The concept behind his version of the app is to allow as much freedom of speech and neutrality as possible, and reactions to this have been very decisive, as it did lead to an increase in hate speeches too. Regardless, the application seems to be doing pretty well after an initial rough period since Elon's rebranding of it, and now people are slowly starting to see it more as X than Twitter, which is what it used to be. Elon has tons of inventions and rebrands under his belt, and it's no doubt that he will keep going forward with his mission of inventing technologies that make futuristic sci-fi concepts a reality. Whether it's Tesla, SpaceX, AI, Starlink, or the Optimus robots, the next couple of years for Elon are very crucial in proving that his company is not over-promising on things. And it's very important for his promises of increasing production of his new inventions in 2026 and 2027 to keep his investors happy. Otherwise, it can lead to a disaster for his companies. So this will be an interesting topic to revisit in the next couple of years. But for now, he's an extremely influential person that both his fans and haters keep tabs on.
No, I mean, I mean, my mind is a storm, and I don't think most people would want to be me. They may think they would want to be me, but they don't know. They don't understand.